I'm live too. Yay! We're live.
Patrick and Laura back in action.
Hello, Facebook world, and those of you who might be watching this virtual tour while we are not live on Facebook. Welcome to the virtual tour of representation.
And welcome Insta friends.
And Insta friends, yes, and Facebook friends. So Representation is a special exhibit being hosted up here at the Jaii Gallery in Hartford. And this exhibit was actually guest curated with by the fabulous Ango, and in partnership with Camora's Cultural Corner in Hartford. Big inspiration for this exhibit was Camora's recent tour of called Black Art Heals, which is an ideal that Camora's Cultural Corner really holds dear and center to all the work that they do around anti-racism, anti-bias work, as well as queer organizing. And the idea is that we are celebrating Black queer artists from the Hartford area, but I actually think one of our artists is not from Hartford area. But anyway, we have fabulous artists here on the walls of the Jaii S, and I'm here with my always partner in crime, Laura Bogadoro, to do this amazing tour with you today.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! So, first and foremost, we're starting with an amazing piece by Lynn Waters. This piece is it's like a gut punch to me. I don't know. It's so freaking powerful. But it's called Do Not Put Me Here. It's also super appropriate that today is actually the jury selection for the Floyd case. And this piece was directly inspired by that case, that situation, that murder, and is by phenomenal trans icon Lynn Waters, also known as Bubblicious. And all of this is, and you'll see a couple other pieces by her. All of her pieces are a combination of collage work, paper mache, found objects, a little bit of everything. If we get super close in on this piece and look at some of the detail, the hands and arms are actually made with pool floats that she's chopped up and painted and paper mache'd, and it is a 3D piece. It was painted on a cardboard. I believe, if I remember correctly, the back of this is a Trans Lives Matter sign that Tia used at a Trans Lives Matter rally. And so many layers of meaning. Sorry, I almost just fell down the stairs.
We both just fell down.
And yeah, just amazing and incredibly powerful. I remember the first time I saw this piece, I just stared at it for a solid 5 minutes.
I was speechless. The first time I saw this piece, I really didn't have words because it was just so impactful. It speaks for itself.
Exactly.
So I was just taken back in a good, a powerful way, not even in a bad way.
Yeah.
It was a statement. It's a statement alone.
So we're gonna go on to the next piece. So this piece is called I Matter. Am I in your shot? I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I'm just.
This piece is called I Matter. It is by David Eliott. It is photography printed on this super cool textured paper. And if we get a little bit closer in here, you can see it's a super vibrant piece of art. It's a all Black Lives Matter sign being held by a person at what I imagine is a Black Lives Matter rally. Probably one of the ones in direct response to the George Floyd murder. So appropriate to be coming after Do Not Put Me Here. Yeah.
Love that one.
Yeah, this is. I wish that it was for sale, but it is not.
I know. I know.
This piece is called Love, or Philly Love, excuse me. But it has the Love, or LOVE, statue / public art piece. And again, this is a photography with some mixed media. So it was a photograph that was edited and digitized and then printed on that really cool texture paper that I Matter was printed on. This one is actually for sale of the two. So if you are interested, again, all of our pieces, with the exception of I Matter, is for sale. And you can contact Laura Bogadoro El Bocadoro at newhavenpridecenter.org if you would like to purchase one of these. Or starting tomorrow, you can go to newhavenpridecenter.org and you can actually buy them directly online through our website and our virtual gallery.
If you want to email me, I'm going to spell my name for people. It's LBOCCADORO at newhavenpridecenter.org. I know those Italian last names can be a little hard to spell, so.
So we're going to keep going. This is our next piece. I'm going to zoom out here because it's, oh, hello, chair. So this piece is one of two. So you'll see two of these. This one is called Pink. You might remember this. This was actually in Tia's solo show that we did back in November. But this is an incredible mermaid piece. Or I shouldn't say mermaid, merperson. Merperson. Oh, we're doing it again. This fabulous merperson. Again, this is all found object, paper mache. The swirls that you're seeing on their chest are all fabric that Tia has dipped in glue and shaped and molded. There's jewels. If we get closer, you'll see there's some jewels on the body. There is some little gold flakes of paint. And then this like fabulous hair.
Tia styled the hair too.
Yes, she did.
I watched her do it and it was pretty cool.
And then the tail is like literally made with tiny little pieces of fabric that she's glued on individually, one at a time, painstakingly, to create this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tail that includes some of this like sparkly fabric.
Yeah.
And again, this is called Pink. I'm gonna zoom out again. There's a partner piece to this one, and the idea is that this merperson has a masculine body, but then the pink tail, which represents the femininity. So it's this like beautiful balance between masculinity and femininity, all rolled into one piece of art. So, oh, hey, Tom Griggs, thanks for joining us. Our next piece is Camera Life. This is by our amazing guest curator, Ango, Hartford-based, or technically Windsor-based, although she does come to Hartford a lot. Artist, Ango, who is also a phenomenal spoken word artist.
Absolutely.
I'm just going to get a little closer here so you can see some of the detail. I love the way the camera lens just is like pointed right at you. Mm-hmm. And no matter where you seem to stand when you look at this piece, it's one of those things like, you know, those old British paintings where all the eyes follow you around the room. In this case, the camera lens follows you around the room.
This one's another kind of like statement piece, and with that sense of the camera just kind of watching, you know?
Exactly. And this is acrylic on canvas. You can see Anne did a lot of effort to make like these little tiny brush strokes to create the texture of the background, the texture in the muscle. Like this is like so beautiful. The muscle right here, the muscle over here.
You see it, there's like so many different colors. Oops, sorry, I almost dropped my phone. There's so many different colors in here, and like the dynamic that she did with like the muscles and the detail is so insane.
It's just beautiful.
It really is.
So I'm gonna do this next one 2 for 1 here.
Absolutely.
Stacked art. We gotta love a good stacked art. So these are both by Yoyo Collado. And one is mixed media. That's this bottom one here. So there's like colored pencil / maybe pastels. And then there's marker, and it's this like really, really beautiful scene of like, you know, an elder, possibly a parent, reading what I imagine is an LGBTQ inclusive book to their children. And it's like this fabulous family moment.
And this one is called Come Together, so which just, you know, reiterates exactly what you just said. It's folks coming together, being together, learning from each other.
Learning from loving each other.
From the LGBTQ book.
And then this piece above, also by Yoyo, is called The Strongest Woman I Know. And this is another mixed media / digital piece of art. And so again, if we get really close here, you can see like this detail in the muscle. I'm obsessed with the muscle apparently today.
The highlights.
But like the way the highlights and the dark lights are being done to like give so much depth to this person who has like clearly the weight of the world on top of them and is just like pushing these two mountains apart to forge the yellow brick road.
I love this piece so much because like I feel like folks don't exactly understand what's going on at first, and then when you look at it,
you're like, oh, I get it.
Exactly, you can make your own definition for it, but I just love this one. And again, I just love the highlights in the figure's body.
Yeah. So now we are going back to Ango. Oops, sorry, I'm avoiding a chair.
I'm maneuvering.
This is another fabulous piece by Ango. Again, you have these like incredible brush strokes, creating all this texture in the banana, like the freckles in the banana, the freckles on the face, the like rainbow teeth grill.
If you look at this up close, like it's just so cool, the teeth.
And like all this detail is just like...
They literally look 3D, yeah. It looks so 3D.
And the hair, like look all the texture in the hair.
What I'm saying. It looks so 3D.
But then there's like, the beautiful thing is like there's so much texture here, but then you go to the background and it's like super smooth and...
Negative space.
Right, it's just like, it makes the texture stand out even more when you're pulling away and you can like, this person just is like jumping off the canvas quite literally.
Yeah, this painting looks 3D, and I just love this one so much.
Yeah. So now we're gonna go over to like Laura and my possibly favorite one in this exhibit.
I know, I love this one.
So this piece, it would help if I actually like put a camera on it. So I'm holding it because it is. I want you to get the full glory of this piece. So this is actually painted on burlap.
Yeah.
And it's painted with acrylic paints. And there is this like haunting, mysterious eye peeking through this like black and silver figure with like so many rainbows exploding around. But it is like I said, it's painted on burlap. And so it's really hard to see, but there's like these little bits of light coming through it.
Yeah.
And so when we let it go, the piece like 3D-ifies. The way
one's called Identity,
exactly. And look, you let it go and you can start to see through it, and there's little like peeks into the person who's behind the eye.
I know, I love that. I've never really seen many pieces done on burlap, and I remember when Patrick and I were hanging this, we were like, this is so cool.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen something painted on a burlap like this, and like had a frame built behind it just so that they could put the painting up.
And
it's
get
awesome.
this light through it. Yeah,
exactly.
I love that.
So we're gonna slide over to our other mer person. As you can guess, this one's name is Blue. And unfortunately the light's a little bit dark in here, but oh, there we go. I got a little better lighting there. So similar to Pink, we have the opposite situation here where we have a feminine top and a more masculine bottom, again with this idea of representing transness and the space in between. The other really cool thing about this is if you get really close, it's not as obvious on Pink, but on Blue, all of these little swirls are the colors of the trans flag. Mm-hmm. And so as I mentioned before, these are like little pieces of fabric that Bubbles or Tia dipped in glue and like basically sculpted to the body and then painted over it to add the color and the extra texture. And then again in the tail is the same technique of tiny little pieces of fabric, cardboard, and other found objects to create this like very dynamic movement in the tail.
Yeah, this
Hopefully
one,
I'm not making you seasick with the way I just did that.
I was about to say, this one again, like the hair, come on.
I know. Who doesn't want hair like that?
I mean, I do.
It's like, it's got motion. It's like literally she's underwater.
I know. That's exactly it. This one is so gorgeous. Like they're both so gorgeous, but I low-key like this one so much. Like I'm just obsessed.
So we have two pieces left. And our final two pieces are by one of our favorite queer black artists, the amazing Mark Renee. We are obsessed. So Jaii has been doing these incredible playing card inspired paintings. This is the King of Clubs, and he's been doing these amazing paintings. I am obsessed with this. I really wish that I had $1,000 that I could just spend. Possibly this is what my stimulus check might pay for, because this is amazing. As true to J. Mark form, there is incredible texture in these feathers all around the head. Obsessed.
I know, this one
obsessed.
is so, I wish y'all could see, like, again, how 3D, especially this one is. I mean, I love how
look
the
at this
figure
face.
in it is popping out of this
white frame.
It's so explosive in such an amazing way. And these feathers, like, I don't have words.
This painting is also huge. Like it's like tall as Laura.
Should I stand?
I can hold it. Yeah. So, for size comparison. No, this painting is everything. I live. And you can actually watch Jay paint this on his social media. If you go to his not YouTube, his Instagram, you can see him paint this from nothing to the final piece. It's amazing.
I wish I could do this.
And then we have one more amazing painting by J. Mark. This is the Queen of Clubs. She is equally impressive. I love how the two pieces play together in color, except they're opposite. Yes. So where he is black on the outside, she is white and has the black border versus the other way around. I love the texture of her hair. Absolutely. All around, and then you have the added feathers and the rose detail, the classic rose.
Signature rose.
These two pieces. If I had the wall space, and if Kyle wouldn't kill me if I brought these home, these would be in my house.
Absolutely.
Because they are just phenomenal, and all of the card series that Jay has done so far are all incredible. We're actually talking to Jay about potentially displaying a big exhibit of a bunch of the playing cards because they're just phenomenal.
They're so
amazing, so amazing. So that was representation.
That's the end of our
Thank you,
tour.
folks, for joining us. Again, this was representation at the Shea Est Gallery, which is at the Shea Est in Hartford. This show was guest curated by the amazingly talented Ango, who is an artist, who is a spoken word artist, is a rapper, and an incredible human. This exhibit will be up for one more month until the first week of April. Please stop by the Shea Est and explore it in person. And as always, we'd like to thank our incredible sponsors who make all of our programs possible. This includes the Arts Council of Greater New Haven, the City of New Haven Department of Arts, Culture, and Tourism, and of course our amazing partner on this exhibit, Camora's Cultural Corner. If you don't know who they are, you should. They are an incredible queer, African-centric, Black space here in the Hartford area. Their work, their art, and everything that they do is incredible, and you must check them out. And until next time, have a good rest of your day.
Bye.